So grateful I went to community college first, and I'm so grateful I went to a public school before I ever stepped foot in an elite private school because of the culture differences. Nothing to do with academic rigor. But there is one thing to know if you go to community college before you go on the job market. Stay tuned for that. I'm Dr. Anna Kolschmidt. I research the unwritten rules of work for the working class and neurodivergence. I just published a book on all my research over the past 9 years on the class culture differences. And in my dissertation, which was on the unwritten rules of work, I thanked my university, which was a public Hispanic serving institution, because I was like, I do not think I would have finished a Ph.D. anywhere else. Not because of academics. I've seen the academics in the private schools, even Ivy League, but because of the culture, the backstabbing individualism, the everybody being out for themselves, the indirect communication. I am so lucky that my parents were so worried about paying for college that they took me to test into community college when I was 15, and I got in the state of Florida, then paid for my tuition for the first 2 years of college because I did it during high school. That had its own issues. I had a little bit of a crisis picking a major when I was 18 because I didn't have like those general ed courses to still do. I had to specialize. That's a whole story in itself, but it did save me a ton of money. And just being somewhere where you had more support and you could ask questions without them being like, you should know this. Absolutely worth it. Now, if you did go to a community college first, I must let you know, I don't discourage it, but let you know that if you put it on your resume, you might get some shit. You might not get some opportunities. And putting on your resume is not the same as not putting on your college application, because you absolutely have to put it on your application because they need the transcripts. And if you are transferring to a public school, like a public university within that state, there might be laws that like make it way easier for you to transfer. So that's a whole thing, but there is stigma with the community college. And it's fucking bullshit because it is an amazing experience, and I'm very grateful for that transition, especially since I was homeschooled, that I didn't go from like homeschool to university. Like, oh my God.